Today we're launching our Human Resources Diversity and Inclusion Toolkit. The toolkit came about because of a need that we found in the private sector, especially for micro and small businesses that were having trouble retaining staff, and especially women and other groups that we were trying so hard to get into the labor market. Our project is funded by the Government of Canada. We've been working in Sri Lanka for 30 years, but this project asset is specifically looking at greater inclusion of women and diverse groups into the labor market to ensure that labor gaps are addressed.
මානව සම්පත් කළමනාකරණය තුළින් කුඩා හා මධ්‍යම පරිමාණ කර්මාන්තවල දැනට පවතින සේවක සම්බන්ධතා සහ මානව සම්පත් කළමනාකරණය පිළිබඳව සහ සේවකයන් රඳවා ගැනීම පිළිබඳව දැනට පවතින දුෂ්කරතා කොහොමද මගහරවා ගන්නේ කොහොමද අපි සේවකයන්ට හරියට සලකලා කොහොමද අපි එයාලගෙන් ඒ ඵලදායීත්වය අපේ ව්‍යාපාරය දියුණු කර ගැනීමට ලබා ගන්නේ මේ සඳහා අපිත් එක්ක අත්වැල් බැඳ ගන්නවා ශ්‍රී ලංකා මානව සම්පත් කළමනාකරණ ආයතනය IPM එක ඒ වගේම ශ්‍රී ලංකා වාණිජ්‍ය මණ්ඩලය Chamber of Commerce.
Looking back, it's important to remember that WUSC had to be very proactive in ensuring that there were adequate numbers of both women and men in the programs. To do so, WUSC took the initiative of visiting the parents of young women and men to actually persuade their children, particularly daughters, to enroll in the program. Moreover, they also convinced the employers in each rural community to ensure that all trainees were given an opportunity to apprentice in local and middle-scale establishments. I'm going by my memory at this point. A similar proactive exercise was conducted by Anantara Hotel in Kangol more recently, I believe, when the CEO there went to the extent of showing the parents of prospective trainee women employees the actual architectural plans of the hotel and to reassure them that men's and women's residential facilities were located separately from one another, often a very strong parental concern. Consequently, the lesson to be taken away from these initiatives was that the implementation of diversity and inclusive HR policies require not only direct institutional action, but also proaction. Proaction in relation to people's mindsets and attitudinal change, such as, so that which you would address through, I believe, consciousness raising and lobbying and direct discussions with stakeholders, training all those directly involved and so on. But on the other hand, progressive diversity and inclusive HR policies also need supportive action. I think the toolkit, from what I read of it, addresses a lot of this quite comprehensively, where they highlight the need for facilities for the disabled, special attention to be paid to bringing youth and to, in terms of, as was highlighted earlier in the two earlier speakers, in terms of bringing in youth for rehabilitation and so on. Given my specialization in the field of gender studies, I just want to highlight the particular significance of sexual harassment policies in workplaces because of the fact that, as Ms. McIntosh highlighted, retention has become quite a significant challenge within the Sri Lankan job market, and therefore you need to have supportive workplaces, supportive facilities in workplaces and so on. And here, in particular, apart from the other logistical and infrastructure mechanisms that could be in place for to ensure ensure equity, equality and diversity, I think sexual harassment policies in workplaces are particularly important. And it must be kept in mind that from previous experience, it's often seen that policies, despite the policies being there, they do not often get translated into effective workplace mechanisms that people can use when they are violated. Here again, workers need to be encouraged to make use of the redress mechanism by good example, by good practice, by good direction on the part of human resource personnel as well as management. And in this instance, our experience in universities show that on no account should sexual harassment issue be made into a divisive gender issue within a workplace that polarizes the workplace. That would be counterproductive. Rather, it has to be seen as an issue that affects employees' mental and physical well-being and health sometimes, and which in a sense retards productivity and quality, apart from being a human rights violation and a criminal offense. Let me conclude my speech by saying that it is indeed comforting that we are launching this toolkit, which is actually, when you come to think of it, a toolkit for democracy at the level of work institutions. When the nation as a whole is gravely imperiled at the level of freedom and democracy due to recent events. So let me congratulate WUSC and the other partner organizations.